Alright, what is up, YouTube world? This is Eric with Expiring Music Writer YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like, share, dislike, comment, suggest, whatever. Thank you for everybody that has already subscribed to my channel. But this video is gonna be a review of the last show I seen at Majestic in Fort Smith. The Majestic is a great venue in downtown Fort Smith, Arkansas. Great staff, great owners, great bands that come through there. My favorite place to go watch live music. Also, I've got videos on Expiring Music Writer of that. Now this will be of Matt Williams' music out of Stillwater, Grady Spencer and the Works out of Fort Worth, and Micky and the Motorcars, based in Austin, Texas, but originally from Idaho. But go there all the time to the Majestic. I love that place. I love Garrison Avenue. But also I've got videos of every band that night, so look them up. Also, I'm uploading videos right now of a band called JT Hubbard and the Damn Thing. They are a local Arkansas, Oklahoma band and trio. They play red dirt and 90s country. They play around Fort Smith, Oklahoma. They can also play all the way up in Nebraska. I'm wearing their shirt, if you can see. What does it say? It says JT and the Damn Thing. On the back it says Wildest in the West. But anyways, let's get back to the other show. If you don't know who I am or follow me, sorry, I got cheat sheets. I'm a big music fan. I go all around and listen to live music all the time, and I do reviews of most of the shows I see. I've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years now. But if you don't know Matt Williams, it's under Matt Williams Music on Facebook, but you can find him on iTunes and Spotify and other streaming platforms. And he's got one full-length album, studio album out, 2021's Wasteland. 6 singles out. The newest one came out 2 days ago, August 18th, and it was written by Mason, Robert Williams, and Matt Williams, and it's called YNGAFAM, which means You Never Gave a Fuck About Me. And I don't understand why they did that, but whatever. Anyways, so check him out. They're from Stillwater, Oklahoma. I've always wanted to go out there. Canes is in Tulsa, but Tumbleweeds out in Stillwater. I want to make a trip out there. But they're a young band, great young band. They got a lot of music ahead of them. But anyways, they did a 9-song set that night. There were 3 bands, and they were the first ones up. They kicked off with a song called Intro. Then they went to Osage, and they played an outro with that. Then Better Days, and after Better Days they played I Don't Want to Be. Excuse me. And then afterwards they played Mountain. And you can find Mountain on 2021's Wasteland. And the studio version features Gracie Shriver. I've never heard of Gracie Shriver, but I'm going to have to look her up. And they'll play Always Be Around. That's a single they've got out. I got my Micky Motors in the car hat. And then Relapse, that's another single they've got out. Wasteland with the outro, and I think this is a new song for them. or it's one they haven't recorded yet that I know of, called Lost and Broken. And when I got the set list, it says new outro. So it may be one they've been working up. I don't know. I think I've got it recorded. Look it up, Matt Williams, Live at the Majestic, Fort Smith, expiring music writer. Also, then Grady, Spencer, and the Works was up next. This is another great young band out of Fort Worth, Texas. I've seen them twice. And I'll admit I'm not that familiar with a lot of their music. I hate to say that. Not that I don't like it, there's so much music to listen to and I just haven't got to theirs. But they started in 2013, Grady, Spencer, and the Works. Grady Spencer had an Americana album in 2010, and there's another band he was with, I think, the year after. And then since 2013, he's been with the Works. They've got 4 albums out, 9 singles, 1 EP, and it's a cover version or cover record dubbed Hard Times Nostalgia. I can't say that word that great. It's got Brooks and Dunn's Neon Moon, Daryl Singletary's Too Much Fun, Carrying Your Love With Me, George Strait, and also Friends in Low Places, Garth Brooks. And if you're looking for like a copycat of the originals, you're not going to find it here on that EP. It's a great EP. I listened to it a couple times, but it's totally different from what the originals do, and I like that. They made it their own. They didn't just copy it. But their latest album, Wait, came out in January 28th of 2022. They're from Fort Worth, like I said earlier. They did, let me see. Around 23 songs that night. And some of these set lists I get maybe from other shows, and there's a difference between what some of the songs they sing, but I just usually go by the set list. They kicked off with Winning Wrong, then Feeling Fine. That's kind of weird. Anyways, then Therapy Is Good. That's a good song. Our Time, Take Me Away Now, Take My Hell, Heart of Mine was the next song. Afterwards, it was Forest Song, then Here's Your Chance. Afterwards, they did Down But Blessed, New Year, not to get confused with Troy Robinson's New Year's Day. Then the next couple songs they did, or few songs they did, was Things, The Flame, Nothing Is Bad. Afterwards, they did With Me, Celebrate, and Thick and Thin. Afterwards, they did Grown, anyways, they did Grown, then Living Lies, Finding You, and Coming Home, and they did 3 more songs, Neon, Same Place, and ended with a song called By Now. The first time that I seen Grady Spencer and the Works, they were with Reed Southwell Band, and they were great. They're different sound, but they're original. Check them out. Afterwards, and then, Micky and the Motorcars came out. First time, if you don't know anything about Micky and the Motorcars, their dad, Muzzy Braun, they're called the Braun brothers. There's 4 of them. Micky, Willie, Gary, and Cody. But Willie and Cody are in Rookless Kelly. That's another band. And they're in Micky and the Motorcars. Micky and Gary are, and they're super down to earth. After the show, I got to go out. Well, they come out to the audience and talk to the few people that remain there. I usually stay after the shows just to bullshit with the artists and talk to them. I usually have a guitar they sign, but anyways, and they did. Micky and Gary both signed it, and I thank them. But the first time I seen Micky and the Motorcars, they opened up for Crossing and Ragweed. Yes, it's been that long ago. It was probably 2008, maybe. I don't think it was 2009, because Naive hadn't come out yet, and I don't think they played any of those that night. Reckless was the newest album they had, so they were still pretty new. But they have 6 studio albums out. The latest is Road to Life, or Road to You, I think. And then they got 2 live albums, Live at Billy Bob's, and then they got Live Across the Pond. They started, or they're from Stanley, Idaho, and their band I think formed about 2002, and they come out with "Ain't in It for the Money" in 2004. So about 2 years later, they did a They did a 20-song set and did an encore. They kicked off with Road to You, which is on their latest album, Naive. That was a great song. Tonight We Ride, Rodeo Girl, that's another good song. Then Gary sang Twilight. Then Micky took back over and sang Rock Springs to Cheyenne. That's another badass song. North County, and I don't remember that song. I did not find it. I don't know if it's a new song they did or they've got, then they did Careless, Long Road to Nowhere, Sister Law's Soul, and that was I can't think of what his name is. Hang on. Alondro Escobar's, I think, song, Break My Heart Tonight. I love that song. Carolina Mornings, Jackpot to Ely, that's another good song. July, that's off. Ain't in it for the money. Ain't in it for the money. Hold This Town Together, that's a newer song. Nobody's Girl, which he wrote with his brother Willie. Alone Again Tonight. Looking for a Stranger, and they've got a video out for that. Then Bloodshot. Then they went out, probably did a smoke break, come back a few minutes later, and ended with an encore with Chuck Berry's Johnny B. Good. So that's all that I've got for that one. It was a great night. It was a few weeks ago. And check out my videos and check out Expire Music Writer. See y'all later.